Sit back and relax, because it's showtime. This is the Legends Podcast. They said it wouldn't last. Give the mic to Cordell Patrick, a blast from the past. From Michael to Tyson and even Aunt Ruth. That's why this show is straight up the truth. At home, the brother got a Jayhawk on his own home court. That's because the show ain't no ordinary sort. We ain't hating on Stephen A. in First Take, but this is Cordell Patrick, the snake.
My job here is done.
And happy holidays, everyone. I am Cordell Patrick. Welcome to the Legends Podcast with the Snake, Cordell Patrick. Hope everyone had a very Merry Christmas and will enjoy the new holiday season. As I welcome to our table, former New Orleans Saint, Denver Bronco, Dallas Maverick, offensive lineman, all-around great guy, Montrae Holland. What's up, partner?
What's going on, man?
Man, just chilling and thrilling, man. I appreciate you taking time for this holiday to do this for us.
Hey, man, it's really an honor.
No, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Montrae is family. We kind of distant family, you know, third, fourth, fifth cousin type of shit. But but it's all good over here. So let's go ahead and get the thing out there on the table now. Cowboys. So you're a former cowboy. You're a former cowboy. That's the last team. How long did you play Cowboys?
4 years.
4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoyable, not enjoyable, loved it, hated it.
Dream come true.
Dream come true. There you go. America's team.
Yeah, I mean, when they would win a championship, that was my teenage years. So, you know, 95, 94, 96, like I was 15 and 95. So you got to think, like, Cowboys was on, man.
So you don't know this, but you will be something new for you as most of our audience. I covered the Dallas Cowboys when they were winning championships. I worked for the ABC affiliate in San Antonio. So I was in Dallas all the time, and I hated the Cowboys.
Hey, man, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. No, but it was for me, it was more like my father was a Cowboy fan, my mother, my uncles, my aunts. So everybody in my family, that's why I say the dream come true, because I grew up like watching football with my pops. And so with him being such a fan of the Cowboys, like even when I was playing for Denver and I got traded to the Cowboys, my dad finally was like, man, finally I can cheer for you because you went to my team.
Okay.
So I was like, Dad, let's roll.
We got another member of our squad. Let's go to KCMO. Misery. Henry Pulliam. The Chiefs are leaving. They leaving Missouri to go to Kansas side. My side of the border. My side.
Hey, Cordell, man, I was just wondering, man, because you said the Dallas Mavericks, and I was trying to figure out.
Did I say Mavericks?
He don't look like he's 6'9", man. I mean, so I know he could have probably played.
Did I say Cowboys? I mean,
yeah.
I'm 66, man. That's the first mistake I ever made in my life broadcasting.
Ain't not a problem, man. But I just wanted to make sure the brother went 6'9" like that, you know, looking like the Joker.
No, he's not. Henry, welcome to the show, man. You got a question
for see you, my brother. Yeah, I just had a question for Montrae, man. I wanted to go back when you was at Florida State and playing for Bobby Bowden. What was that like playing in the first BCS, like that BCS game? You know, because y'all was kind of like the precursor to kind of what's going on right now. I just want to kind of ask you some of the questions. What was that like in that big arena that was going on at that time?
Well, you know, they call it the BCS. They call it the Bowden Computer System. We just kept ending up in the championship. You know what I'm saying? So
y'all lived there.
It was you know, it was an opportunity to go and play for a legendary coach. And so I didn't, as even choosing the school, I was like, man, I can have an opportunity to go play for a legendary coach and see where it goes. And so for me, it was real big, you know, having that opportunity, playing in multiple championships. The amount of like camaraderie that we had was so special. And so I think that's what made us, you know, helped us get to the championships. It was also close. So it was the dream come true as well.
Yeah, I was just kind of interested because that's, you know, now it's kind of like this championship. So it's kind of gotten away from what it was like. Was there a lot of pressure at that point when you was playing?
Pressure? Nah, man. We had so many guys that were like-minded. Everybody wanted to get to the league. So our practices were very difficult, like very hard. You know what I'm saying? So we practiced And when we got to the games, bro, it was easy. So everybody wanted to get to the league. So it wasn't any pressure for us. I guess the only pressure was, how bad we was gonna beat somebody at the time. You know what I mean?
I got
Okay.
time in there, Henry. Bobby Bowden seems like an all-around nice guy, man. From your perspective, what's the take on Bobby Bowden?
Bobby, he coached from the tower.
Oh,
And
did
his assistant coaches were very hands-on.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he got lucky with the amount of guys that he had that
Mm-hmm.
could really be head coaches and became head coaches. So, he would stay up there, he'd take his notes, he'd come down, talk to us after practice, then he'd go home.
Was he had to be hands-on during the game, though, right?
Man, at that time he had surrounded himself with some good
great
coaches.
assistant.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they say. To win, you got to take a family and take a village.
He was getting on the older side by that time.
Yeah.
So he patted himself with a pretty good coaching staff. Yeah.
Are you close? Have you talked to any of your assistant coaches of Bobby Bowden in the last few years? Are you in communicate with anyone? Any of the coaches?
Offensive line coach. He's he's a different type of guy. But
anybody listen, man, no offense or anything. Something wrong with you football players, though, man. y'all, there's got to be something loose up there, man. I mean, come on, all the pain and punishment y'all go through. How many surgeries for you?
9 surgeries.
9.
Yeah.
9. Something gotta be wrong, man. Y'all gotta be somewhat twisted.
It's just like basketball players, man. If you want something, you gotta go get it.
Okay. I've only had 5.
Yeah. But if you keep going, you would have kept going though.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, so Montrae, I have another question for you. When you was in New Orleans, a guy that I'm familiar with, and Cordell to some extent, Mike McCarthy, he was your OC, man. What'd you think about him?
Man, Mike was cool, man. The only thing that we probably disagreed on was running the ball more because he was one of them pass guys, and we were really built for the run. We had some success at it, but overall he was a good guy. I just feel like as a team we were just built to pound the ball, man. We had Big Deuce McAllister back there.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I understand that.
that's happy for a little bit.
Kind of like Andy Reid, he kind of like fall in love. He
With
fall
the
in love
pass.
with that passing game, man.
Yeah.
And sometimes you got to pound the rock, man. Show that physicality, and
I mean,
they kind of become finesse.
Yes,
People
sir.
say,
Call yourself road
Road graders, man.
Y'all didn't you?
Hey, man, dancing bad.
How much what'd you weigh in college?
In college, I was 325.
Pros.
Pro.
Rookie years of pro.
Rookie years of pro?
Yeah.
I actually got down 317.
Oh, got down. You're the Henry. You got down to 317.
Oh yeah,
because he had to be quick.
I've been a man since I was 14, man.
I heard. I talked to family members, man.
Weighed in at 331 as a freshman in high school. Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
How tall?
They ain't the same height now.
Same. Wow, that wasn't fair, man. They let you play. They should have kicked you out of the interscholastic league, whatever high school format y'all had, man. They should have let you play.
It was fun, man.
I bet it was for you.
It was fun, man.
You playing defense too?
I played defense and offense.
How many ambulances they have at the game? Waiting to cart people off the field after you
man. It wasn't like that, man. I was more offensive line. I knew I wanted to play offensive line from the start. So, as far as defensive lineman, I had a defensive line coach that was like, "Hey, man, I need you to help me out here. You need to play a little defense for me." I was like, "Anything for you, coach."
So, did you know you were gonna go pro?
That was a dream.
Mm-hmm.
In high school, I mean, like everybody, I'm sitting there practicing on my autograph. Reading Sports Illustrated, finish your work instead of grabbing another book. I went, grab Sports Illustrated. I always felt like it was for me. So no matter what, just as long as I didn't stop, I was gonna end up there.
I just met your parents, man, a few minutes ago over at your house.
Yeah.
How influential were they in your football career?
All the support I needed. Like even going through, my early story. Going through that, like my mom is a praying woman, so he always told me I could do anything as long as I put God first. So that was my life, bro.
Henry,
Yes. Yes, Cordell.
Question.
Yeah. Hey, Montrae. Hey, I got a question for you, man. Hey, so when they built that new
That's why I asked
stadium,
you got a question. Pay
hey,
attention, man.
when they built that new stadium, man, what was that like?
What happened now?
When they built that new stadium, the new Dallas Cowboy
Oh
stadium.
man. Oh man. Then we lost to the Giants in the first game.
We know.
Man, let me tell you. It was cool. And going into that stadium, it was real nice, man. Just being a part of the first team that would play in it. That's like, historical for my kids. And I got sons I'll be talking noise to all the time. So I had to bring that up. But playing in that stadium was real cool. And also playing in the old stadium, being able to be a part of the last team to play in the old stadium where they say they open it up and let God
Let
look
God
down.
peek in on them. Yeah,
But
exactly. That's why I hated the Cowboys, man.
But that opportunity to go on and be from East Texas, man, and just be a part of the squad and being able to be, a player that could contribute to, the team and stuff like that, it was awesome.
So, hey, Henry, check this out, man. Peep this out. So, last time I was over Montrae's house 2 or 3 years ago, so I'm like, I'm gonna piss Montrae off, man. I put on all my Kansas City Chiefs gear. I said, I'm going into the heart of the lion. I'm gonna go in Dallas Cowboy territory with my Chiefs gear on. So I go in his house, and his son runs across the living room in a Patrick Mahomes jersey. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, really?
Well,
Hey, man, it is what it is, man. I look at it different, man. Hey, man, it's your flavor. You're
Yeah.
doing your thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to get to flip the switch, man, and tell me to get out, cuss me out of something, and here his kid is. Oh yeah, man, nice jersey.
yeah. Well, some of us be planning on being a quarterback team.
He's a
Is it?
quarterback. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Hmm.
he picked a good one off, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, man.
Somebody
Some
to emulate.
some people say it look like
Since we're on that, let's switch gears a little bit. I'm from Kansas City. Henry's in Kansas City. You're talking about Patrick Mahomes and your kid. What's the perspective from a former player as yourself about Patrick Mahomes and his game?
man, if I got a quarterback that I trust to make the play, I'm blocking all day,
All day long.
all day. Like if like how some quarterbacks say, "Hey man, y'all just give me time.
Mm-hmm.
It's six." Well, that's a guy that I feel like I would trust to know that if six is coming. All I got to do is do my job.
So it changes your mindset when you hear the leader of the team telling y'all, "This is just give me a few more seconds. I can do this for all of us."
If he's trusted.
Oh, okay. So you just can't talk the talk.
Nah, you gotta walk it. Like, cause I played with there's a couple quarterbacks that had this.
No, I'm listening.
Nah, I ain't gonna do that. But I'll say in college,
Okay.
right? We had a guy in college that would say things like that, but nobody trusted him, and so he'll say, come in the hub, just give me time. It's six, and
Mm-hmm.
throw a pick six.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's six the other way. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
it was. You gotta trust, like in anything. You gotta have a trust. If you're gonna step up in there and say, "Hey, man, just give me time, and I'll make a play," you gotta be trusted.
So were there any times, and you don't need to mention names because that's not what we do. We're not trying to throw anybody under the bus. Any time during your pro career where you knew you didn't have a chance going into a game because of the quarterback situation? We hard hitting on this show. Great.
I know, I know. Um, nah, I don't never go into a game feeling like that. I feel like, hey, everybody do their job, we win.
We
That's
got
it.
an opportunity.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, if you're going into it like that, you're not a pro.
Mhm.
You're not a pro. Even if your quarterback down, even if you're on your third quarterback, the proper thing to do is be like, hey man, let's run the ball. Let's help him out.
Now, you said something that I've been in a ton of locker rooms, man. I've been doing this a long time. We just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
I've seen some non-pros in locker rooms.
Yes.
So you feel me? Because I'm my main sport that right. Everybody knows I did the NBA for a long time, but I did the Chiefs uh, post game wrap up show for a year.
I remember I covered the Cowboys in the Super Bowl years. I covered the Oilers with Warren Moon was there. I mean,
Yeah,
a lot of them.
yeah.
So everybody in there ain't a pro.
What do you mean?
I think
You don't get in
everybody
the
in
room if
there
you're
is
not a
a
pro.
because it's not by accident that they're there.
Okay. I mean, their
But
actions.
but their focus could be, out of order. But it's a reason why
Right.
they
I agree with that.
yeah.
I agree with that. Henry?
Yeah, I agree with him wholeheartedly on that, what you just said. Hey, but hey, I wanted to kind of ask you a question. What do you think about the coaching? I know you had a lot of coaches, you've been around a lot of coaches, and you see a lot of, I'm sure you see a lot of players that are not executing the fundamentals like the way that you know. Am I correct?
Man, you know,
To where you would even contemplate being a coach. You know you could be a great position coach because you see players right now not executing the basic fundamentals that you learn as a player. Because the fundamentals don't change.
they don't, but does that coach really have time to coach fundamentals when we coaching plays and trying to be successful like that? A lot of the fundamentals actually come in the off season from the players themselves. You don't go to the pros to be developed. You have a
Right.
private coach to develop. And I feel like those who don't invest in that private coach, they show up like they don't invest in a private coach. So their technique may be a little off.
That's even for linemen as well.
Oh yeah. Lineman is one of the most unnatural positions to be in,
Yeah,
right?
it is.
So it's very technical. So if I'm not practicing,
Mm-hmm.
being technical
Mm-hmm.
and have someone who's done it or someone to guide me, then I'm going to be sloppy. And if you're sloppy at lineman, you're out of balance. If you're out of balance, then you're going to get beat.
The key word, balance.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been talking to people about all year is there's a particular person that's been playing and he hadn't
Go
been
ahead.
on balance all year.
Go ahead and say it, man. Come on. We mention names here. As
he
long as
ain't
you're
been
not
on
throwing.
balance all year, man.
Tell them. We had this conversation yesterday. Go ahead and tell them, man.
Hey, and subsequently, when you ain't on balance, man, it's one or two things gonna happen. The majority of the time, you're gonna get hurt. You gonna end
Who
up
you
with
talking
an
about?
injury.
Who you
Huh?
talking about?
Man, I don't even want to go there.
No, you don't go there. You don't brought it up, man. You got to go there now.
No. But I'm just saying balance. We look at
Okay,
balance all the time
Henry.
and how critical it
Henry.
is.
Henry.
In any sport that we
Who are you
participate
talking
in, balance is the
about?
key.
You said a particular player who wasn't on balance, and that's the reason why they didn't do what they supposed to. Who?
It's
I
been
know
all
you
year. He's been
can't say
on
what you
balance. He's
scared.
been off
You
balance
scared of
all year.
Arrowhead? Come on, man.
Man,
You
hey,
afraid to go to Arrowhead
hey, but
Stadium?
what did you say earlier? We don't say no names, right?
I'm I'm throwing it out there
I'm
already.
not saying them
Yeah, I
names.
know. I want you to say that. Come on, man. Come on, man. What you scared of?
Man, I ain't saying it.
What you scared? What you scared of, man?
I ain't scared of anything. Why you trying to start a confrontation, my brother?
It's not a
Just go
conversation
ahead and
about
but we
unbalance.
talking about
You said a
even the
particular
lineman. It's
player.
all
You
about
said a
balance,
particular
man. He
player.
even said it. He said the key word was balance.
So you ain't gonna give us no name, huh?
No, I ain't
Mm,
touching no names on that.
okay. I think most people already figured out who you're talking about. But
It's all balance, man. Dude ain't been on balance
off balance,
all
losing
year.
season, got injured, Arrowhead Stadium, boom. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Now,
That's why I wore this red on.
Trey, we're gonna move a different direction.
What you got?
Most people know my story. I was ejected from an RV, should have been dead, not dead. God blessed me, saved me, put me in position to talk about God, my Savior. And part of my reason for doing the podcast is to spread the word about God. I think that's why I was saved and kept on this earth. You got a backstory too, because
Absolutely.
you weren't supposed to be in the league.
Nope.
Tell our audience what occurred in your life, man. To I don't know if it switched you to the God thing, After meeting your parents, I think you was already on that road to
Man,
Christianity. Before all that,
I was the usher. I was the Sunday school teacher
you in the choir?
for the youngsters. I was in the choir. I was the groundsman.
Mm-hmm.
I would go mow the sick in the shut-in
Mm-hmm.
yard. I would do. They would send me everywhere
Mm-hmm.
for nothing.
Yeah, of course you
No
want to get
bread.
paid. No.
They said your bread is in heaven.
There you go.
That's what they told
There
me.
you go. Tell me
So,
about as a child growing up, man. Your path to the NFL. It wasn't laced with gold. It wasn't laced with easy
mhm.
peasy. You had it was even beyond putting the work in. You had some other obstacles. Let us know what those obstacles were in your life.
Around seventh grade, um, I went through half of my football season, but I was in a lot of pain. Right, my mom even used to rub my knees down with the horse liniment, like for pain. So it
Mm-hmm.
was like, she was just talking through it, praying over it, and stuff like that. And it wasn't until a coach came in from Alaska, Anchorage, Alaska, and I told him, and he listened, and he ended up taking me to the doctor with nobody knowing, right? And they did X-rays, they did everything, and found out that I was really dealing with something because I told my dad, and he was just like, "Man, quit being soft, just
Mm-hmm.
fight through it and stuff like that." But I feel like my coach that came from Anchorage was an angel. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So he came in and took me to the doctor. They found out that it was Blount's disease. Um, and so
And describe Blount's disease for us.
Blount's disease is when the shin grows inward and your femur actually is growing straight, but it creates a twisting motion that actually very painful, right? So it they had to go in to correct it. They had to
What was the correction process?
they had to cut. I think that was the fibula and reset it. Right, had a plate with 9 screws in it.
One leg or both legs?
My right leg,
Right leg. Okay.
and they had to fuse the growth plates. And so 3 months later, I had to go in my left to make sure that it wouldn't start. So they had to fuse my growth plates on the left leg as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Painful.
absolutely. It took me 13 months to recover. I was in a wheelchair, graduated from a wheelchair to crutches, obviously the physical therapy. And I had a great physical therapist. Right now, I can't even remember her face. It just looked like a light.
Mm-hmm.
But Scottish Rite Hospital actually done my surgery for free.
And what is it? What town?
Right here in Dallas.
Oh, okay.
It was crazy. Like, I used to hate to come to Dallas because every time I would come to Dallas, it was something to do with surgeries.
And you knew it was going to be pain.
Lots of it,
Mm-hmm.
right? And came up here, man, grew up poor. And so
In East Texas?
East Texas, Jefferson, Texas, Ore City, Texas. Um, when we came up here, dirt poor, you know, mom and dad working hard, but you know how it is. Couldn't afford it. And so the Ronald McDonald House took care of some bills, and they gave my mom and dad a place to stay with, so they could support me through it.
You know that's a God thing too. You know that, right?
Oh man, everything is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a big moment in my life because that was the first time I got away from the pain. And like I told somebody when I was growing up, it felt like I got a new set of tires that would propel me into where I got to. But it was a hard 13 months. I had to go to homeschool, so I was away from everybody. Got a little down, and you talk about God. I got a little down, and I'm sitting there in a wheelchair, end of my seventh grade year, and just sitting there kind of like almost like a why, why am I going through this type of thing? Get a knock at the door. That coach that took me to the doctor had brought the whole athletic, all the kids to see me.
Really?
Man, they piled up in my trailer like
that had to be inspiring.
Man, I tell my coach all the time. I said, man, I appreciate you for bringing everybody because it was one of those times where it was lonely. Mom and dad would go to work and a teacher would come by for homeschool. Then I'd be by myself again. You know what I'm saying? So it was tough. But then when they showed up, man, it was kind of like, man, they got my back, and it really lifted my spirits. So that was a big thing for me.
Now, after those 13 months, were you pain free?
Mostly, mostly. I didn't think about it anymore. Went into of my freshman year and started off on JV for 4 games and got moved up to varsity after that. And ever since then, I was
No looking back then, huh?
we was on the road then.
Okay. How'd y'all do in high school?
High school,
A couple other studs on your team, didn't
not in high school, man. Um, High school we didn't do a whole lot,
you?
right? But for me, it was all about getting where I was going.
You were on the radar during high school, right?
Absolutely,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Absolutely. Possibilities with Texas, Florida State.
Texas, Florida State, Oklahoma, Baylor. Um, Even got a couple letters from USC out there on that Cali.
Okay.
The Golden Domers reached out.
Okay.
My favorite team that I wanted to play for never contacted me was Nebraska at the time.
Cornhuskers, really?
Remember they had the big offensive line.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
So it was led by Dominic Raiola,
Yeah.
I believe, at that time. And so when I was watching it, man, I was like, man, I want to play. I want to be a Cornhusker, bro, because they got them boys out there just smashing.
There's some Cornhuskers on that line.
What? So I don't know, man. I didn't get that, and it came down to Texas and Florida State.
You got to tell them the Texas story, man. This is funny.
So I took 4 visits. My first visit was to Texas Tech, and I only did that because I had a guy from my high school who went to Texas Tech. So I went just to see how it was, stuff like that. Left there, went to Oklahoma at the time. It was John Blake was coaching. I liked Oklahoma, but it didn't feel like home, And then I went to Florida State, and so I went down to Florida State, and the whole culture around there at that time was about winning
It was
championships.
crazy, wasn't it?
Oh man, I never seen a concentration of guys who just wanted to win, like and be dominant at it. And so
Did Dion hang around there much?
Dion came back and talked, man. I remember it was this one time he came back and talked to us, and he came in, he was iced out, he blinging everywhere. He talking, and he got diamonds everywhere. So they got everybody's attention, right? And so he started off by saying, "I've made more plays by mistake than all y'all have made on purpose."
Sound just like Dion, don't
And everybody was like, "Dang." Okay. And so we gave him that instant respect because we knew, what type of player he was, how hard he worked, and to give us the time,
Right.
the day to come back, and speak to us. I had to call my daddy. I said, man, guess who spoke today? Deion Sanders. Like, I feel like it was just one of those jewels along the way, But back to what you asked me originally.
Yeah.
What happened
Texas.
when I visited Texas? So at the time, John Malkovich had just got fired, and Mac Brown had just got hired by Texas, coming from North Carolina. And so I'm in there talking to Mac Brown, and Mac Brown says, "Hey man, shoot me straight. I don't want to waste your time. I don't want you to waste mine. What is it going to be?" And I said, "Well, coach is coming down to Texas and Florida State." And he said, "Well, man, you don't want to go to Florida State." I said, well, "Why is that?" And he was like, "Well, they got too many good young linemen. You'll never see the field." And I was like, "Oh."
Okay.
He said,
Motivational.
You come to Texas, you'll start as a freshman." I said, "All right, well, thank you for your time, coach." And I shook his hand and I left out.
So what was it an insult to you, or how did you how did you work through that?
I took it personal, man. He told me what I couldn't do, right? And I had already been in a place that I had to sign a waiver to even play football again after that surgery. So I bet it on me from the start.
Right.
So my head football coach, he was like, "Man, you sure you want to go to Florida State? It's a lot of glitz and glamour. You need to really be realistic to see what you want to do. I said, Coach, I'm going to Florida State.
So after Mac Brown told you that, did you know you were going to Florida State?
Immediately.
Immediately. You had to go home and think about it, talk to your parents. You knew
then.
right then.
I could have told him then. But I was trying to be respectful.
Offended?
Pissed.
Pissed. To the highest pistivity.
Enough to call the coach
in Florida State
on the flight back.
No, you didn't.
To let them know we was coming.
That you was coming.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, I love these stories, man. A lot of people don't get to hear this stuff, man, because
it was
and I'm glad for all these to hear bars like this, man, because I mean they see you guys playing, man, see you at the Cowboys or whoever, whichever team you're playing, Saints, whatever.
Yeah.
And in college, you know, the media coverage isn't there, but these little side stories like this will motivate kids out there. They hear this, man. It's gonna motivate them, man. So that's why I love the hidden gems out there, man. That's a great story.
I was getting recruited by Baylor, and he called me. I forgot the guy's name, but he called me and said, "Hey, man, I heard you playing hooks is out of East Texas." And he was like, "I'm looking for a guy. I'm looking at a guy out there, last name Hubbard. His brother was already at the University of Texas." And he said, "I'm trying to see which one of y'all I'm recruiting." And I was like, "Man, you on the phone with it. What you mean?" Right? And he was like, "All right, I'm gonna see what's gonna happen." And so I made it up in my mind that I was gonna kill this dude. Right? I'm talking about choke him out. So my man called me on Monday. And I said, "Coach, I hope you got a chance to see the film. I hope you know who you recruit." Yeah, I was that dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it was all personal though. You know, I had already I took everything personal because, you know, people told me what I couldn't do. You can't play football because you went through this surgery. You're not good enough to go to this.
I try to tell my wife that, man.
Yeah.
She tells me to let stuff go. I mean, I don't let stuff go from 50 years ago, man.
I think it's all put there like along the path.
It is. I agree with you completely.
God knows what's gonna move you.
Yeah.
Right.
And even stuff that I haven't set aside from years ago, it motivates me to this day.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, like me taking you to the basket, right?
This Buster right here, man, we went to the same junior college together, man. He was a
Buster?
football player.
How can you call me a Buster, pal?
Yeah,
you gotta be ashamed of yourself.
Coming out there hot in junior college in Kansas. He's gonna try to come play with the Hoopers, man, in the off season.
Hey, this dude gonna call me a Buster.
I called you a poser, man.
Hey, you ought to be ashamed of yourself,
quarterback trying to play point guard. Man, you know,
hey, man, this dude ought to be ashamed of himself.
I know
Somebody a Buster.
This one right here. This one right. He's so traumatized, man. He my first year he played after football season is. So he's Mr. Point Guard. He Isaiah Thomas and Bob Cousy, whoever the hell he thought he was. So we've told this story on the show, but I like traumatizing him, flipping the button to get him upset. How he brings the ball up the floor and he like directed traffic and stuff. While he's still bouncing, ball wasn't even there no more.
Oh man,
I was going the other direction. Right.
This true.
Montrae, but he missed the layup though.
I didn't miss nobody. I missed the layup. He lied.
He couldn't dunk.
Hey, Trey, you ever seen a boy bouncing the ball and it ain't there? That's him. That Buster right there. He was still dribbling the ball, man. They had to tell him, Henry, ball gone, man. Ain't no ball there. Ain't no ball.
He went back and got it though.
Yeah, out of the net.
Oh man,
out of the net. We're gonna have to take a break, man. We'll be back with Legends Podcast with Cordell Patrick, Montrae Holland, and Henry Pulliam and KCMO. We'll be back right after this.
Thanks for tuning in to the Legends Podcast. This is the Snake. Now, I need you to hit the subscription button so you can help pay for worthwhile projects in the community. That's the Legends Podcast with Cordell Patrick on YouTube. Subscribe today.
Good morning. Pastor Robert Cooper from Berean Baptist Family Fellowship here in Santa Clarita. I got a word for the new year for you. Proverbs 3:5. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding. You know, 2026 may not be easy, but we serve a God that can do all things. You know, our prayer for 2026 is simple. Lord, shape our hearts, shape our minds, shape our attitudes, shape how we love, so that we might be all that you've called us to be in 2026.
And welcome back to the Legends Podcast. I'm Cordell Patrick. This is my show. I got my own show, Mama. I'm on TV, podcast, internet, or whatever it is. I'm joined by Montrae Holland, former New Orleans Saint, Denver Bronco, Dallas Cowboy. Got my commissioner of the Legends Podcast, Brianne Ingram, back in LA, holding it down. Breezy, do your thing. And my boy in KCMO, Henry Pulliam. So we were talking during the break, Montrae. Bicep injury. Tell us about that. What happened, man, and what's that like? Knowing that the meat is hanging off your arm, man.
Oh man, I'll put you there. So it was December 25th, 2011.
You remember the day?
It was my last play, bro.
Oh,
Christmas.
really?
Merry
It
Christmas.
was Christmas.
Merry Christmas, baby. So we was playing Philadelphia, and it was a backup defensive tackle in,
Okay.
right? And so I had to do something called an influence block. So I had to step hard. I was playing left guard. Had to step hard down into to the right to make him think it was a backside play, right? Get him to come in. It was going to be kind of like a bootleg out, right? So I want to influence block. I want to make him come with me
Mm-hmm.
and me kind of club him across
Mm-hmm.
to pin him down inside. That way our quarterback got a clean pocket rolling out.
Who was the quarterback that day? Was it
Quarterback that day, I think it was Tony. Yeah, it was Tony.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Tony. And so I I go to step down, and I guess they had some type of stunt on, and he looped out. And so I was just like, oh man. So I'm like, I gotta club him so hard to knock him back this way. So I just felt like suction, like something was. And so I instantly my arm just fell.
That's the meat coming away.
And I was just like, oh man.
Oh.
My arm was heavy, right? So I'm sitting there and I'm just like, oh man.
Is there a bleed with that injury?
Not at the time. Not at that moment. All I could feel was the heaviness of my arm, right? And so after I'd done that, I guess they smelled like blood in the water.
Mm-hmm.
So I tried one more play,
Mm.
right? And then I seen one of their better defensive linemen switch to come over on me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, oh man. So he come off down, I said, Hut. I jammed my right hand in hard as I could to stop it, right? I'm just struggling, just blocking.
So you playing with one arm,
right? And so I was just like, man, I can't play like this, bro. I can't even lift it up. And so that's when I came out, and that was
what quarter?
That was probably something like the third quarter.
Okay.
And that was it, bro. That was my last time.
That's your last play of your career?
My career.
You kidding me? The last series of plays for you got injured, and your career was over.
Well, I never, 32 years old, you hear your bicep.
Yeah.
You've already had a couple injuries. Yeah. 32 years old, they want to get a 22-year-old line.
Now you were at home, not playing in the league when you got a call from the Cowboys. Is that correct?
Oh man, my dad had a knee replacement, and so I was training. I went to train I had got released, right? And so I went to train in Cleveland with my homeboy, Charles Bentley. I ended up working with him shortly after that, after I got through football. But was training, and I was like, hey man, I need to go down to East Texas. My dad about to have a knee replacement. I gotta be there because I didn't really you don't know what's gonna happen during surgery. So I want to always be there. And so I went in and talking to him, hey man, everything will be all right, man. Just gotta get through this, and we'll, hard work, we'll get there. Right when he went back, I got a call from my agent and was like, hey, you're in Texas, right? I was like, yeah. And he was like, got to work out Tuesday. This was Monday. Got to work out Tuesday at 11 a.m. Can you be there? I'm like, for who?
Can you be there?
He was like, Cowboy. I was like, for real? So wasn't even there. to go to football. Went over there, killed the workout.
Okay, had you been staying in shape?
Absolutely. I was ready for the moment.
Okay.
Right? That's what I was in Cleveland training.
Mhm.
And I left to come home to see my dad go through the surgery.
Okay.
And so I was there, went to the workout next day, Tuesday, killed it. Coach was like, great, you're back. And you starting on Sunday. We play the Rams, and DeMarco Murray goes for 250, 253.
Uh-oh.
They
Uh-oh.
pull you boy out the game for a standing ovation.
What?
Well, I'll never forget it.
Get out of here. I remember that game.
They were screaming Holland back.
I remember that game.
And that's why I say it was a dream. Like,
wow.
And the thing is, you talk about God. I had been praying because I had got cut. First time I had been told I wasn't good enough.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so I'm praying to God, like, y'all just please give me one more shot. Give me one more shot to go and clear my dad's name.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I get back, go in there, play the best football I've been playing in my life. But right before the last game, the Giants won the game after Philly. I went out in Philly, right? Tore my bicep, had to go through surgery and all that stuff. And God let me fix the name, but that was it.
Yeah.
So I say, be careful what you ask for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he let me fix that name, and he shut it down.
Bicep surgery.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? Staples and all that to put the meat back on the bone?
They had to sew it back up, sew it back up, and
wow,
I had
there's a lot of meat on that bone too,
bro. They had to go in and they had to reconnect me here, right? And I had one of the best physical therapists.
Mm-hmm. Male or female?
It was a male dude, but check it out. Remember I told you I had that Blount's disease?
Yeah.
I go back to Cleveland for to get rehab. I meet a kid that had Blount's disease, 17.
And it's very rare, correct?
Very rare. Now, my surgery, I had 3 surgeries. The average is 7.
Mm.
He told me he was on his 10th surgery.
Mm.
And he said, man, I just wish I could play ball. And I was like, I had just got ball full circle.
So I'm sure you inspired him.
I told him, I said, man, don't accept nothing they say.
There you go.
But I was looking eye to eye with a kid who wasn't as fortunate as I was.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing his hunger, his dreams and stuff like that was kind of put on hold because he didn't feel like he didn't believe that he could do anything after that because he'd been going through like 10 surgeries. I think he's 17 years old, 10 surgeries. And so I feel like that was God's way of showing me what it could have been. But it was only 3 for me. Yeah.
That's a God thing again, man. We keep getting back to that God thing. Henry, you got anything to ask Montrae as we wrap this up, this holiday edition of the Legends Podcast with Cordell Patrick? Cordell Patrick in Dallas. We're in Big D. We're in Dallas. We're at the home of some relatives and my boy, Montrae Holland. And we got Henry Pulliam, KCMO, and Brianne Ingram back in Los Angeles, California. Henry, last and final question, man. Make it good. Make it better than the other questions you asked, man.
Hey, Montrae, I have one question for you, man. It seemed like you've overcome a lot of adversity, and what would you attribute your ability to overcome the adversity that you've dealt with throughout your whole lifetime? It seems like from a young age. What do you attribute it to? What do you attribute your success to?
Well, we've been talking about already. God, they messed around and told me the secret. They told me God was inside of me.
Yeah.
They said God lives inside of you.
Yeah.
So the all being, the most powerful thing in the universe lives inside of you. What can't you do?
Man, that's profound. That's profound wisdom right there. Matter of fact, we're gonna shut it down with that. Hey Henry. Appreciate you, Henry. Love you like a brother. You know that, man. Appreciate your time, Henry.
Yeah, it was great. Hey, it was nice talking to you, my brother.
You too, Bob.
Yeah. Hey, but hey, is that hair real though, man?
Huh?
Is that hair real?
From here, man. They look like
real,
man.
It's natural. It's natural, man. It is. Anyway, be blessed, Henry. Tell the family.
All right, my brother.
We'll see you. We'll see you in
Peace now.
26, okay? All right, Montrae, my man. Appreciate you dropping by, man. Appreciate it. Yes, sir. That'll be our final show for 2026. As you guys know, we're just getting started. We're just warming up. This is our first athlete on our podcast. Many more to come. Want to thank Montrae Holland for taking time out. His beautiful wife, Jeanette. We were at the house a little while ago with the fam. So tell them hi. And Brienne, we'll be back home tomorrow, back in LA. I heard there's a rainstorm going on. But we love you. We love each and every one of you out there. Cordell Patrick, the Legends Broadcast. We out of here. Peace.
Peace.